Hey, the sound. Yeah. So.
That sounds good, but how do you fund it if you're in a legal fight?
How do you fund the building if you're in a legal
So
fight?
when people say what happened to the money, what happened to the money? Black Lives Matter Los Angeles took the money that people were generous enough to give us during the uprisings, and we invested it in buying this building. So that's where our money went. As Los Angeles is part of Grassroots, we decided to build the Center for Black Power. This is a space, I asked Joseph to come out because this is a space that we use for Center for Black Power.
Oh man, this is a space that we use for building Black community and disrupting white supremacy, for helping to incubate movements that are on the ground, for helping to do political education, for helping to host community meetings, for helping to develop youth organizers, for helping to support some of the mutual aid work that we do, for hosting our monthly Black Lives Matter Los Angeles general membership meetings. This is a space that we are reclaiming in this historic area of Black Los Angeles, in the area, in this very, across from the very park where the Black Lives Matter movement started and had its first major uprisings. This is a space that we use to help to support and incubate movement, to support Black people, to support Black movement and Black organizing, and to disrupt white supremacy.
And what happened here this summer?
Oh man, this summer a lot of stuff happened, but one of the things that I was blessed to be a part of was supporting youth who are organizing to disrupt the school to prison pipeline, to end policing in schools, to end the use of state-sanctioned violence against our children, right? Helping to support youth to do political education, to do organizing training, to do skill building, to get involved in this community and in this broader movement for Black liberation, and to reimagine what public safety means, to reimagine what our public institutions, what our public dollars can go towards, and the type of resources and support and community that we need in our schools and in our broader community.
And that's what the building is. Amir also has used the building.
Yeah, I can share. Just last month we
Come
hosted.
to the mics.
Just last month at this building, my nonprofit Project Knucklehead, who we do planning in the community, we do programming. We hosted a film festival for Black women with three generations of Black women filmmakers, free of charge to the community. Black Lives Matter gave us the space free of charge, so it's like a community space. That's what we were able to use it for. So we really appreciated that they just opened the doors and allowed the community to actually do it, because before Black Lives Matter owned this, there was a very problematic owner, right? And now this is one of the most, this is probably the blackest area in Los Angeles, right? And Africatown, that's why we call it Africatown. And now this building is actually open to the community because of the work of Black Lives Matter. And I could share more details. Yeah, we can clap that up, because last year, right, this door was closed. Actually, for most of the past 10, 20 years, it's been closed to the Black community. But I can share, there are 5 claims in the complaint. The first being unfair business practices. The second being intentional misrepresentation, and you've heard about some of that. The third being fraud. The fourth being conversion. And finally, fifth, unjust enrichment. As you heard, over 8 figures, upwards of $2 million, this consultant paying himself in self-dealing, which we know goes against the spirit of what a nonprofit is supposed to exist for the public. Thank you.
I'm Pastor James with Clergy for Black Lives, co-founder of Clergy for Black Lives, and I'm coming here to say, to thank Black Lives Matter. Number one, I'm a crier, and I take a lot of pride in that, because love touches me. And so I came to Black Lives Matter. For 17 years, we've been doing what is called the culturally based algebra camp. We teach Black kids that you can do math because you invented it. And so for 17 years, and because of the pandemic, we had to close down. We could not service these kids. And so we know that there is a tremendous deficit that children are facing, specifically Black children, but generally all children, as a result of the pandemic. And so on kind of a side conversation that I was having, Dr. Abdullah said, we lost our funding because some folks tried to steal the program. So I'm used to, Dr. Abdullah said, we'll help you. And I'm thinking, well, I'm in the Valley. I'm also president of San Fernando Valley NAACP. I said, I'm in the Valley. It didn't matter. And so I rise to say that the impact and the power of Black Lives Matter exists in communities where there is not a formal chapter. And so at the end of the day, we will get what was stolen. And I'm not afraid to go on record as saying, I'm willing to personally take it in Jesus' name, and that would be the black one. So Melina, Black Lives Matter is what we do. We do it for y'all. We do it for you all. So God bless you.
All right, unless there's anything super pressing, we're going to wrap up. There will be a